So next, what we need is, this might not necessarily for a beginner's class or face-to-face class, but it's certainly important for yin yoga. It's an essential. And for progressive, you might want to have two. What it is, it's a yoga bolster. And once again, you can either buy one professionally. I show you my professional bolster, or you can actually make one, which is quite fun. Some people really like that. So I'm going to show you both versions, yeah? So this is my bolster I use for my yoga class. What we need, what we're looking for in a bolster, that it has a certain height and that it has a certain compactability. So a little bit of squashiness, but it doesn't really sort of sink underneath us. I'm just going to show you an example. What we do in the yin yoga class, what we need it for, is when we're leaning forward, sitting in either position, we're going to lean forward. So we need it to be actually be able to put our body weight onto it. So that's really, really comfortable. That is supported. Because one thing about the yin yoga, this is a yoga where we're holding the poses for longer, is we wanting to encourage our nervous system to calm down. And one of the aspects when we want our nervous system to calm down, we need to feel safe. Yeah. Otherwise, when you don't feel safe, you can't really calm down. So in yin yoga, what we're wanting to do, we're wanting to feel safe, we're wanting to feel supported, and then hopefully we will come into this relaxed state. Yeah. So a bolster for yin yoga is essential. For the progressive class, you might want to have one too. Now I'm going to show you how you can make your own. So I'm going to show you how to make your own bolster if you don't necessarily want to invest in one. And of the bolsters, we really just need one, I think. So what I got here is like a pillowcase in Australian size, yeah. And then I have a blanket. And this is almost like a sort of a doona, and I have folded it so it ends up in a sort of longer shape. Yeah? And when we want to make it useful for us, what we're wanting to have a similar length as the bolster I was showing you before. This is not quite long enough, but this is all I have. So if this is all you have, you can make something with this. What we're going to do is we make it into a quite compact little roll. Quite compact. That's right, so nice and firm. And then we're going to put it in our pillowcase. Not quite as long as we need it, but it's quite good, and you might even have a longer one because the pillowcase actually fits a longer item. So the pillowcase would, if you fill it all, it would actually be a really good length. And then from here, we can use it very similar to what we can use the professional bolster. If you don't have a sort of a doona, this is really sort of like a summer or spring doona, single doona. What you can also do, you can have a blanket. And I'll show you. This blanket is actually quite good. This is wool, and it's also not so compactable, yeah. And it's a longer, so it's actually better. So I have folded it the way that it ends up in this shape. Once again, I'm going to roll it very tightly, making it into a little sausage, and place it back into my pillowcase. And you want to have all these props ready when we do the class. You don't want to start fiddling with putting things into covers and making them up. So that's why I thought I sent you this video. So by the time you come to the class, or even for your own home practice, you have it all ready. So you have it all around you and you can just grab it for yourself. So this is really nice too. Most important, it's not too compactable, so we can lie forward. If you feel this is not high enough, then you can get your other blanket and place it on top. At least you have a very nice solid foundation here.